Hi, everyone. This is Carol Ann Speaks, the State of Our World, on Friday, February 4th, 2022. So, what is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? All three. What are some of the headlines? Okay, some major headlines. Love and the Constitution. Representative Jamie Raskin on his son's death, Trump's coup plot, and protecting the vote. Thank you. GOP grill Fed nominee Sarah Bloom Raskin over climate views. Her husband Jimmy Raskin responds. Okay. Sarah Bloom Raskin has been nominated to for a position on the um, uh, Federal Reserve Board of Governors, and the Republicans have um, really giving her a hard time, and they're worried about she'll use her position to discourage banks from lending to fossil fuel companies. Okay. Um, so, because she's a climate change champion, not like the Republicans. Okay. Now, ex Chicago cop Jason Van Dyke is freed early over murdering Laquan McDonald. Activists seek Fed charges. He was charged with 6 years, and then he got out about three. Very unjust. Now, what are some of the other headlines? Biden claims ISIS leader detonated bomb that killed 13 at the site of the U.S. raid. Okay, the innocents. Vladimir Putin meets the head of China in Beijing as Winter Olympics open. State Department questioned over claims is plotting false flag operation in Ukraine. Who knows? South African plant produces mRNA COVID vaccine based on Moderna's data. Thank you. I hope it does well. Chicago ex-cop who murdered Laquan McDonald released after just 3 years in prison. That's nice. He got off easy. Biden on crime, new Biden on crime in New York City. The answer is not to defund the police. I agree. Just reform the police. Turkey blames Greek border guards after 12 asylum seekers freeze to death. Those poor people. Why are they seeking asylum? Because the rest of the world, the colonial powers, are messing with their countries. Okay. Texas Butterfly Conservation Center shuts doors following right wing harassment. Okay, the National Butterfly Center in Mission, Texas, is closing down indefinitely after facing years of harassment from right wing groups. In 2019, the Conservation Center sued the Trump administration and the group We Build the Wall to prevent construction of the U.S. Mexico border wall on its property. Right wing groups proceeded to smear the National Butterfly Center and started a conspiracy theory that the nonprofit facilitates human trafficking and sex trafficking. The center says it hopes to reopen as soon as it becomes safe for its staff and visitors. These right wing groups are really nutty, and they're inspired by Trump, who nutty people elected. Okay, now. Mexican auto workers form an independent union after breaking off from corrupt labor group. Good for them. I hope they will do well and get um, good benefits for all their employees. Okay. Now, Daniel Ortega's critics convicted his trial resume in Nicaragua. I guess he lost. He lost the election, and but he's having trials against people who um, um, who are against him. And so, okay, dozens of opponents of President Daniel Ortega's government, including students, journalists, activists, and political leaders, they're all on trial, criminal trials. That's nice. Very, very nice. Uh, with such corruption all over the world. Now, witnesses U.S. to deploy 3,000 additional troops to Eastern Europe amid tension over Ukraine. Witnesses say U.S. raid that killed ISIS leader in Syria left civilians dead. Yep, it's poor people. Poor people. Now, Pentagon sends warship and planes to UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Israel hold joint naval operations. Oh, that's nice. It's very nice. War. Okay. Militia attacks Democratic Republic of Congo camp for displaced people, killing 60. The Congo, that is a Belgian colony. King Leopold is famous for that. So hopefully, we'll have peace in Africa. Okay. Pfizer asked FDA to approve COVID vaccine for young kids despite mixed clinical trial results. Ecuadorian court rejects oil drilling on indigenous lands in Amazon rainforest. Good. Biden nominates former Chevron lawyer, first tapped by Trump to become federal judge. Why would you want to nominate her? She's for the oil companies, not for the people of the rainforest, Ecuador. Poor people. She won a settlement against Chevron for indigenous people. They killed, they sued Chevron on behalf of indigenous groups in the Ecuadorian rainforest. I hope she does not. Why would you nominate someone like her? I don't get it. But that's the way it is. All right, now. So those are some of the things that are happening in the world. Of course, you're approaching 1 million fatalities from the coronavirus. All right. Now, it's a lot of news. How about a little music? Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Down at the market you can hear ladies cry out while on their heads they bear ackee rice, saltfish are nice, and the rum is fine time of year. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Okay, that was some verses from Jamaica Farewell, sung and recorded by Harry Belafonte. I don't offhand remember who wrote it. I have to find that out. Anyway, thank you for joining us this evening of Friday, February 4th, 2022, for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks State of the World. Hopefully back again tomorrow. Take care of yourself and others. When the vaccine is available for you and safe for you to take it, I would take it. I had mine on May 27th, so I am now, well, I guess I'm overdue for a booster. I have to look around for that. All right, thank you. Take care of yourself and others. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night.